Hi, you guys. Hopefully, you can hear me. So, this is going to be YouTube junk. I don't know what happened. I was using the music for you. I think I said this already, so I'm not even going to go back into it. But yeah, I'm going to create a new intro for my YouTube junk. Anyway, so it's a lot of stuff going on, right? I think in the last video, when I was talking about Storm, talking about Tasha K downsizing, that's what everybody's calling it. Everybody seems that they feel that she's downsizing, right? Why she's doing that, we is the part we don't know. I think. I feel like everyone's kind of speculating. And so I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know Tasha K personally. I don't know anybody that know her personally. I don't know if half these people talking about her know anybody that know her personally. So I feel like it's all speculation as far as why she's downsizing. If she's downsizing to use that money towards her debt, or if she's downsizing to sort of say she don't have it to give up, right? Um, and I do think that is a route for her. I think what's his name, the lead attorney, I believe he was trying to explain that might be an option. Her, filing that it's a hardship, right? And so I don't really want to get too off into legal stuff because I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. So I want to be upfront about that. But like I was saying in my other video, I felt like Storm was kind of shading her a little bit at the same time, even though he comes off like he's concerned about her on the other side of it. But it's some of the stuff and the way he was saying it just kind of came off a little shady to me. And obviously, this got back to her, and I guess somewhere in that same night, and I can't remember exactly when that was last week, but Tasha and Chelsea were also live on her platform, on her website, and they were going in on Storm. So, um, as these YouTube streets turn. So, I kind of figured, like I said, after that contract expired, Storm is probably going to turn into a whole other person where Tasha K is concerned because he can use her now to get clicks and views like everybody else. I mean, it's only fair that if he wants to touch her on the issue, he can, right? He was semi close to her, I guess, enough to have some inside knowledge, or at least he's going to make people feel that he has some inside knowledge. Because when he was saying about what Armand Wiggins was saying, even though he didn't say Armand's name, Armand was the one who kind of came with the story first, right? About her and the house and all that. Well, he broke it down. I should put it that way. Um, he was saying that he's going to get more information before he just go live talking about Tasha's situation. And so I feel like people feel like he's going to get that information from someone close to Tasha, right? That's the way he was wording it. And that's why I kept saying this comes off a little shady because if you're not going to get this directly from Tasha because he knows her, he could have reached out to her and asked her to come on his platform, right? And just kind of interviewed her, I guess. So, or Chelsea or whomever else she's dealing with. Um, so I don't know how he's going to get the information unless he's going to get the information from someone who's a mutual friend, which is like the Wiley show. Wiley, I think they have a mutual friendship. Obviously, he's cool with him, and Wiley is also cool with Tasha. So he may end up telling Storm some of this lady's business, right? Based on whatever she's telling Wiley. And I don't know, it's some other YouTubers that's out here as well. They are cool with Tasha that she may be talking to or confiding in, and then they may go back and tell Storm certain things. I don't know. That's the only other thing I could think that where he would get this information from. But I'm gonna have to do this on my screen because I could not get these videos up. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what Tasha and Chelsea were saying, and then this video cryptic cryptic video that Storm just put up. I'll play that as well.
To be shared, because from my understanding, I thought people were going to go on a 6 month hiatus starting in January, and every single month they coming up with new 3 hour lives to talk about the same people that they said that they was taking a hiatus from. I understand because I understand that the channel is not growing.
I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow. I can't grow.
In a minute, about 3 months, we're gonna start rolling that money back so you ain't gonna be able to afford that little $2,000 in Buckhead and stuff like that. So you need to keep your algorithm up. And
I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Right?
I don't need to drag nobody unless I need to discuss something. Now, if one situation goes down, I'm not even gonna speak it, but if this certain situation happens,
guys, get ready. I'm going to drop a video tonight. I'm not
Now, this is another YouTuber who had this. I think her name is pronounced Wena. She posted the video of Tasha K and Chelsea. So if you guys want to see what she had to say over there, she obviously she didn't post a full conversation. I'm not on Tasha K's website, so I saw this over on her channel. So she was reporting how Chelsea and Tasha K was going in on Storm, but they're going in on Storm because Storm was speaking on Tasha, right? And it's kind of clear that their relationship is not what it used to be. That's kind of what I was gathering from the whole thing. But this is what he put up, and I thought this was kind of weird. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think he's trying to say with this.
Me? Love you? Bitch, you got to be crazy. I use you. You're a toy, bitch. A freak.
So yeah, he's like, what is that? I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Because I guess Tasha keeps making it sound like she is, she made Storm, right? And I think I told you guys that other people have said this already. Storm had people following his channel already. I think he was somewhere like at 50,000 subs when I discovered him. And yeah, it was through Tasha and through, what's the other girl's name? Another YouTuber on here, because of the story that was going on at that time. That's kind of how I kind of found out who Storm was, and then of course Armand was going in with them, because he had some issues with Tasha K. That's been going on for a while now, and so that's kind of how I've started following Storm. But I wouldn't say that she necessarily made him. I think that she definitely probably helped him get his numbers up, but I think the it was a few things that kind of probably pushed him upwards, more so than his just relationship with her. Even though the relationship with her, like I told you guys, has been rocky as well. Like she was calling all them people to the wine cellar, and they was saying all this stuff to him. It was kind of like, or why not tell these people not to say anything about your co-host, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is that part where we're a team and you can't speak on my co-host? That's just the way I see it. I feel like Storm probably felt that way as well. Um, and then I don't know. I feel like he definitely is trying to say things with that video, and he's probably going to start saying whatever he feels now that that contract is up. Because remember, he said the contract was up in June. I believe it was up in June. And so we're in July, and he definitely probably feels like he can say whatever he wants to say at this point. Some people were saying maybe he should try to mend a relationship or build, because I don't even think he was ever cool with Armand like that. But try to, get a relationship with Armand, and then they kind of go at Tasha type thing. I don't know. Armand is kind of like I feel like when he don't like people, he just don't like them. That's kind of what he gives. So I don't really know if he will team up with Storm like that. But I was definitely hearing people say things like that. So I don't know what's going to happen with all of that. But you guys can let me know how you feel about listen in the comments, because people are trying to figure out what's going on with Tasha. And so it's creating this buzz here on YouTube where all the YouTubers are kind of touching on it, right? From whatever angle they choose to touch on it. Like I said, some people are trying to say they feel like she's downsizing to keep her paying the money. Some people feel like she's downsizing so she can get the money to make the payments. Um, and some people have things to say about her lawyers, and they feel like the lawyers were not capable of handling the case. I think that was Armand saying that. He felt like her lawyers were not the best. Because he made that video about the house, and then people were, saying that she was really upset that he put her address out there. I don't recall seeing the address. He put what he said was an old address of an apartment. So I don't know. Maybe they still have that apartment. Maybe they're using that apartment as a studio or something. I don't know what the point was saying that she was upset about that, because that was the only address that he posted. I didn't see any other addresses in his video. Maybe he did something on Station Head, or maybe was doing something on Instagram that I'm not aware of. I don't know. But he came back and he spoke on her again. Like, that's what I wanted to say about Armand. Armand is back to his old way. He's back to the old Armand. He definitely, who did he ride the heck out of? He wrote the mess out of, who was he talking about? I think that was Nicki Minaj. I think he was talking about Nicki. And he was talking about somebody else. He was talking about Tasha again. So he's definitely back to his old ways. Like, people thought he was trying to like rebrand and maybe go into a different sector because he's trying to get in the entertainment industry. And so I guess maybe he's not that pressed to get to make moves, right? Because he definitely was going in on her again. Um, and he was saying the same thing that I was saying, that he didn't put her address out there, and that the information that he was using in that video was given to him. So he's saying that he has a source. So I don't know if he has a source or not. He may or may not. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this whole YouTube junk is Bon Ray. Oh, you know what? Let me play. Let me stay on this Tasha K thing for 1 second, because um, King Payne, he also was talking about Tasha and the whole thing with Storm. And let you guys listen to what they had to say, and then I'll come back. Start to the current day. This is Queen Tulsa and King Payne. Queen Tulsa. Yeah. I know you heard. Did you see Mouth TV exclusive on the whole Von Ray Chelsea situation and the allegations that they're making? You said Mouth TV? Yeah, Mouth TV. They're making some very strong allegations over there. They say everybody who has turned Chelsea down for a contract has gotten shot. I can see that. Allegedly, because like, even though me and Vaughn it was just a skit, even in that situation, she was so upset with me. I was actually one of Tasha K mods, and one day and the next day I wasn't. So when it comes to holding grudges, you used to moderate for Tasha K. Yeah. And what goes along with moderating for Tasha K? Like, you just become a moderator one day, she just give you rent, or do you have to? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see what it was about, because one day I was there and, I said, well, come check out my channel. And the next day I was gone. Nah.
That's because you was going to be competition for it. That's why.
Yeah. Tasha was cool with it, but Chelsea got in her ear and was like, no, she's too funny.
She's a distraction. But I'm a distraction in a good way. At least it'll keep people entertained. I mean, I didn't see Chelsea over there doing it, pulling nothing out of her hat. I mean, only thing you see on Tasha's channel is just her loud ass mouth. She's screaming, she's hitting glasses, and she's just being messy, talking about people's hurt and pain. Like, instead of being a solution, she wants to be a part of the problem. And that's where I had to step back and say, this is not a person that I want to associate myself with. What do you feel like Chelsea meant when she said that nothing about her and Brown Ray is going to get out because she made sure of it? Well, she plays with magic, and she Chelsea has some childhood issues that she still haven't taken care of, and I feel like that was just her karma. How you gonna have his wife, his previous wife, Latoya Ali, y'all out reaching out to her, and then you about to sleep with a man? Who? And then got her name in your mouth like I ain't Latoya. I ain't gonna do you like Latoya. I'm gonna do you worse, sir. She said I'm gonna do you worse, sir. I'm gonna do you worse, sir. What does she mean?
So yeah, I skipped. I forgot he was talking about that whole Chelsea and Vaughn situation. Well, since I'm on that, I'll go back to Tasha and Armand. But since I'm on that, like King Payne was saying, Mouth TV is also saying that, and this is all allegedly. I don't know if Chelsea would go that far to, why is the question. Um, and I about her, and because I think the other part of the video with King Payne was that they're saying that she's flirting with all these guys that she's supposed to be booking, right? So I don't know. And it made me think back to Carry On Franklin, because Carry On said that as well, that she was trying to flirt with him. You guys know Carry On Franklin is Kirk Franklin's son. And when all that stuff was going on between them, Tasha K had Chelsea reach out to him to try to book him to do an interview. And I guess he asked her for X amount of dollars. At least that's what Tasha said. He said that he did not ask her for X amount of dollars. And he also said that Chelsea was flirting with him. And maybe she feels like she has to talk to these guys a certain way to book them. I don't know. Or maybe she really is trying to get in where she fit in with. I don't know. I can't call it. I had personally have not heard her flirting with anyone, so I don't know. But they're saying the rapper Duty Low was saying that Chelsea was flirting with him as well. And remember, Tasha interviewed Duty and his girlfriend or ex girlfriend over her claim that he, something happened with her son, and so obviously someone had to reach out to Duty in order for him to get that interview, right? And so it just made me think back to what Carry On was saying in his live, because he said the same thing, that she was actually flirting with him. And they all kind of look alike. And Vaughn, Duty Low, they all light skinned, thin black guys. And so yeah, and maybe that's her type, you know? And so I was like, oh, there is kind of weird. There is a connection there because they all kind of look alike. So maybe that's her type, her preferences. Maybe that's her preferences. And so people got preferences, honey. So maybe that's why she was flirting with them. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but that was put out there. Now, to my understanding, she was dating Vaughn. So I don't know. And I just think, like, if you can't handle relationships, you definitely should be out here looking for one. If you feel so hurt that you got to try to get somebody cacao, pow pow, however you want to say it, that's a lot, don't you think? That's a lot if you have to go that far. That's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments. But since I'm on Vaughn went live, and I couldn't get the video. But here is the picture that was with the video. I thought I had the video, but I don't have it, and it's not up anymore. But it was like a 1 minute video. He was just saying thank you to everyone who had been praying for him, and wishing him well. He is getting better. And he didn't say what happened, so I don't know, because some people were reporting it was a car accident, and then some people were saying that he was, you know, pow in front of a young lady's apartment building. And some people were saying it was Chelsea, and then some people were saying, it was another young lady. So I don't know who he was with. And I'm assuming once he gets a little better, he will come live on probably on his own platform and kind of break down everything that went on. But yeah, it's good to see that he's okay. He definitely looked like he's been through it though, and so, you know, I'm glad that he's on the other side of whatever happened to him. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I really thought I had that video. Here, you can't hear? Is that what you're saying? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Chocolate Sunshine? Oh, well, my volume is moving, so you should be able to hear me. Anyway, so yeah, so that it was good to see him finally, because somebody went live on his phone, I guess, or on his account, his Instagram account, and said it was his birthday. And so I don't know if it was him or if he had somebody else do it, but I did wish him happy birthday as well. And so I kind of figured maybe he's getting, he's doing better, right? Because it's been a while since that happened. Um, so yeah, it's good to see that he's doing better. Okay, thank you, to see. So yeah, it's good to see that he's doing better. But let me know what you guys think about all that Chelsea and Vaughn stuff, and then her flirting with these guys. Like, well, how do you feel? I mean, what do you feel? I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Maybe, like I said, that's one of her tactics to get them to do the interview. But at the same time, these people can also come back and kind of paint you a certain way. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the best way. Just ask them if they want to do the interview and see if yes or no, and leave it alone. If they do or they don't. That's how how I feel about it. But because people can use these things against you, and like I said, I do remember Carrie On saying that about her last year that she was flirting with him. So I don't know. You're listening and watching. Yeah, I do too. I hope he gets better. Yeah, he definitely looked like he went through something. So that's really, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Like, Atlanta is, man, that's ridiculous. Um. Oh, so back to Armand, because I'm just tickled because Armand is
Here,
back.
telling on yourself and telling on your husband.
Oh, here he is talking about Tasha.
Tasha Gay, this is a mess. It's embarrassing. What is it? What is? And then here's the thing. This is all over every major entertainment, BT, TMZ, rolling out. So you're famous. You're infamous. But girl, everybody knows you. Your claim to fame is the woman who lied on Cardi B and had to pay $4 million. Let that sink in. That is what you are known as to the world. Now, every time you say something out wrong, somebody's threatening you with a lawsuit. You are a kiki and a cackle. You are not respected at all. Maybe by the little peons that you have around you that somehow live in their own delusion of that you are somehow a queen and how somehow this is just a great look for you. But a $4 million debt, selling my dream home to my husband and moving to a small apartment in Florida or somewhere in Atlanta is not a come up. It's not a win for me at 40 years old. That's not what I'm looking forward to. All because I wanted to go viral on YouTube. Tasha K, you have lost this one, love.
You have hit the brick wall. And I told you I was going to see it all the way through. And this is not relishing in her downfall. These are the facts. And if anybody feels a way about me relishing in their downfall, they can put an address on it. But anyway, it is what it is. So with that being said, let's take some calls and see what you guys have to say. Let me open the lines up.
So yeah, he's saying he's not relishing in it, but he definitely every time anything pops, he, he's gonna go live and have Tasha K's picture plastered on a thumbnail. Trust to believe that. And yeah, I saw that too. I saw the story on TMZ, and I think I saw it somewhere else as well. And I said that as well. Like she is a household name now, right? You have the major entertainment blogs and the media talking about you. So yeah, you're a household name, but was it worth it? Right? Was it worth it? At the end of the day, only she can answer that. And with people seeing you downsizing or they feel like they're seeing you downsize, people are wondering if was that really worth it for her to do that. I feel like he was being honest in that way, but some of the stuff that he was saying was kind of messy. And then he, of course, opened the lines to the public, and they had a whole lot to say about her. And obviously, he has a lot of Cardi B's fans going to his page because he's supposed to be a stand page for her now. So they had a whole lot to say about Tasha. Now, the Wiley show, of course, is on the other side of all of this because he is friends with Tasha. And so he he went live a few times as well. And he said that, she's not downsizing, she's not selling the house. She's not doing all this stuff that people are accusing her of. That's kind of what he's saying. Um, so maybe she is trying to just take everything out of her name. So when people come to take anything from her, when they try to file to take anything from her, they really won't be able to get, you know, whatever it is that they're trying to get. And I think she probably can try to garnish from YouTube because I think Michelle Brown said that she did that to Funky Dineva when they had their situation going on. But I don't know how she would get money from her website. And see, Tasha's not on YouTube as much as she used to be on YouTube. So her money is probably different. And when she took that Cardi B video down, her money is different. When that video came down, because that was her highest rated video, so that was a money generator for her. Now I don't know. So her money is going to look different. Maybe she can file something to get whatever she owes her knocked down to a lesser amount. And I think that is what the lead attorney was saying when the case was going on. He was talking about that. He said she might be able to get it dropped down because if she don't have $4 million, she'll have $4 million, right? You cannot get blood from a turnip, as that saying goes. So it is what it is. Um, Now, if she just want to take payments from her for the next however many years, then it is what it is. But do Cardi B really need that type? Do she really need that? Like at the end of the day, I don't know. It's just I guess still depend on how far people want to take all of this. Um, but just to put some humor into all of this, the Wiley Show was over there. I think this was yesterday, and he started comparing Tasha K to Rosa Parks. Let me let y'all listen.
You never hold her accountable and say when she's wrong. You've gone too far. You will take your content and make sure you don't cross that line, though.
Ma'am, me personally, we always call Tasha K out if she needs to be called out. But she is literally she's reminding me of Rosa Parks when Rosa Parks refused to get off the back get off the bus. That's what Tasha K is reminding me of that. Tasha K is reminding me that she refused to get off the back of the bus because she is a content creator and she refused to be pushed to the side. That's what I feel like. That's me personally. That's what I feel like, honestly, in my bones.
You cannot do that, Wiley. You cannot play games like that. Yeah, it's funny and it's chuckle, but you can't compare her to Rosa Parks.
I can and I will. It's my show. Why can't I not compare her to the ancestor? I can compare her. I can definitely compare her to the ancestor, and I've done it because it's the truth.
She wasn't sitting on a white people part of the bus. She was sitting where she was supposed to be sitting at, and they try to make her move.
So yeah. So he was getting that in the collar. That mess had me laughing. Um, I don't know. I think that because Wiley has a friendship with Tasha, he definitely don't want to kind of call her out on some of her stuff, right? But he was saying that she's not doing the stuff that people are out here reporting. So I don't know. Maybe she, like I said, she is downsizing to make it look like she just don't have it. Like she said, I ain't got it. Um, so I don't know. But he went live saying all this stuff about she's not losing the case to Cardi. She's going, I guess what happened was she filed in the wrong area or the wrong courthouse or whatever it was. And so that's why her appeal was thrown out. So she's probably going to try to appeal again. And like a lot of people are saying, Tasha need to get some new attorneys. She need to get some more legal help. Because I don't understand why. Maybe she's trying to prolong. Maybe it's some method to their madness. Let me not say that. Maybe there is a method to their madness. Maybe they are trying to prolong the situation as long as they can prolong it. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments about her and her attorneys, because that is what Armand was talking about as well. That her attorneys she have the wrong attorneys. He was saying that she probably should go a different route. But maybe she was doing it intentionally. Maybe they're trying to prolong the situation um, with Cardi, right? Because at some point, Cardi's probably going to try to come after Tasha for her money, right? Um, and I can't remember now if the court gave Tasha a date or whatever, or maybe they're going to give her a date where she have to start paying towards the 3.8 million that she owes her, plus legal fees. Um, so I don't know. Maybe she should try to get some new attorneys, or at least consult somebody else, because that didn't make sense that they would go to the wrong. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of that, because that's what our mom was saying. He was saying that she probably needs some new attorneys. And then the other part of what Wiley was saying, he was saying that all this stuff is not true. And then he started going into this whole thing about she's like Rosa Parks, which he had a smirk on his face. So as you can see, I feel like he was just playing around. But it's not funny because Tasha really kind of put herself in that position, because she did have, she had a couple of times in there where she could have pulled out of that whole situation, and she certainly had more than enough time to take that video down, right? But what happened, the video became a big video for her, and so I think that's the reason she didn't want to take it down, because it was generating money for her. The situation is, yeah, it is a mess. It's definitely a mess, and the fact that some of these YouTubers don't like each other makes it even more messy, because unfortunately, Tasha has rubbed a lot of people here on YouTube the wrong way. Right? She has a lot of people that are supporting her, but she also has a lot of people who don't support her. And so, you know, it just makes for, like you're saying, sunshine, a lot of mess because everybody's going to be putting out all this stuff and people are not going to know what's true and what's not. Because a lot of stuff that's out here on YouTube is all speculation. At the end of the day, we don't know what she's doing, right? We really don't. We can only sit here and speculate about it. Wiley might have some type of insight because he is friends with her. I think that he has a contract with her as well. But he's the only person that I could think of that is close enough to her to honestly say anything about what's going on. But see, Wiley is also friends with Storm. So Tasha might think twice about telling Wiley certain things because of his relationships with other people, right? But yeah, it's very messy. And it's just like, okay, I couldn't even keep up because everybody was saying, they think Chelsea has something to do with what happened to Vaughn. I don't know if that's true or if it's not. Chelsea and Tasha were live on her channel going in on Storms. Oh, let me get to that because I don't think I said that right. I didn't say. Did I bring up him and his tax? It's not funny. I shouldn't laugh, but they talking about Storm, talking about Tasha K, but he got his own problems with the IRS. I don't know if you guys remember during her trial, they were saying that the IRS was sitting in the courtroom. Do you guys remember that? When Tasha was going to court, and apparently, I don't know if someone tipped the IRS off, or maybe the IRS, were auditing her and her husband, but apparently, allegedly, let me say allegedly and not apparently, allegedly, their taxes were not getting paid for some years, and so I don't know how that kind of got attached in with the Cardi B thing. I still haven't read the transcripts for all of this yet, and I really want to read them. But some kind of way, the IRS got involved in all of this, and so I guess they have to start paying their taxes or whatever. And so yeah, she's it sounds like she's definitely in a financial hole, and hopefully she has the money um, to at least get herself out of this, right? Because she certainly has not worked as hard as she has worked on her channel to let things fall down like this. And I don't wish no ill. I don't have no ill will on nobody. I personally think that the whole thing went too far. I don't think that was big enough for Cardi B to take her to court over, because Tasha honestly didn't even start that whole thing about her having a disease and all that other stuff. Anyway, it was her friend or ex-friend who put the stuff out there. Tasha just kept saying it, but she didn't put it out here. So, and other people were saying things about Cardi anyway. Tasha K wasn't the only person talking about her, but for whatever reason, she decided to go that far, and here we are. But Chelsea and Tasha are saying that Storm have tax issues as well. So that's what she was saying over her channel, that he can't talk about her because he got his own issues, that he wasn't paying taxes. She also said that he put his mother out of his house. If you guys remember, he was saying that his mother moved to Atlanta with him, and that so until he got on his feet, they weren't working together, until they could get their money together. And I guess once the money started rolling in for him, he kind of put his mother out. That's what Tasha said. I don't know how true this. I don't know how true any of this is. This is all allegedly. I think Storm has a pretty good relationship with his mother. I don't think that I think that might be exaggerated, but I don't know. I'm sure at some point he will probably speak on it. Um, so yeah, it's very messy. It's a lot of back and forth going on. And the King Payne, he's over there with a whole nother discussion, talking about people had people cowed. And then, it's just a lot. I don't know what to think. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think Storm will start going after Tasha now because he needs the numbers? That's what everybody's saying, that Storm needs his numbers up. So why not go after the big dog, right? And even if he really don't know things about her, he can say that he do because people know that he was in her circle, right? So do you think that that's the route that Storm will take? Do you think Storm will try to hook up with Armand and they kind of tag team Tasha like some people are reporting? What do you think about that? What do you think about the Chelsea situation? And do you think it's a good idea for her to flirt with these guys when she's calling them to book them? That's a whole nother conversation. Um, because to my understanding, the Duty Low guy went live or was in an interview and he said that she was trying to go out with him or they went out or something. Um, Let me know what you guys think about that. And then who was saying that? Oh, King Payne was saying that Chelsea was cool with for what's her name? Latoya, the one that was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she used to date Vaughn. And so they were saying like, why would she start dating somebody that she was trying to befriend? You know, the girlfriend anyway, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Let me know what you think about Storm having tax problems, allegedly. Tasha K having tax problems, allegedly, and she trying to downsize so she don't have to. I don't know. That's what they saying. Let me know if you guys think that's true or not. How do you feel about Armand coming back? I mean, I feel the spirit of the old Armand in that video. I was like, okay, he back because he just went all the way off on Tasha. He went all the way off on Nikki as well. So he's dead. Oh, not Nikki. Excuse me. Well, he did bring up Nikki, but he was talking about Kaya. I guess Kaya and Trina are going at it again for whatever reason. Every now and then, for whatever reason, they start bringing each other up. So that's who he was going off on. He was going off on Kaya. He definitely sounded like the old Armand. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that it's a good idea for him to continue to talk about celebrities when he's trying to become one, where he's trying to get into the music industry? Let me know what you guys think about all these stories in the comments. And go over to all these people's platforms, Storm, because Storm may have I haven't checked his videos today. He may be speaking on the stuff that Tasha and Chelsea put out here about him. And check out Armand's channel, the Armand Wiggins Show, and the Wiley Show. They're talking about she is the YouTube Rosa Parks. I was like, now he know he is ridiculous. There is anyway, the YouTube Rosa Parks. I guess she's still putting up videos over at Tasha K Unwind with Tasha K. Chelsea has a channel as well. It's more of a lifestyle blog, but Chelsea Elena, I think that's her channel. And Weena, if you guys are not familiar with Weena, check her out. It's MWENYA. She kind of covers YouTubers as well. And she was saying that next video that she was going to put up, and she put the video up, so you guys might want to go and check that out. It's about Storm and the taxes that he owes. So she kind of, she is following Tasha K's website, so she will have footage of the stuff that she's saying on her channel. So you guys want to check her out. Let me know what y'all think about all of this, and I will see you guys. Oh, and the original King Payne, check him out as well, because he and Queen Tulsa were kind of talking about the Storm situation, and Chelsea possibly having something to do with Vine's situation. I don't know if I believe that. Like, why would you give up your freedom over, a relationship just not working? It's just not that serious, right? Just go find another guy, right? If you're gonna have access to all these guys, all these celebrities or whatever that you're calling on the phone or calling their people to talk to them or whoever, surely you will find somebody else attractive um, that you can flirt with. There's just no reason for you to be out here doing nothing ridiculous to lose your freedom over. So I don't know if I believe that she had anything to do with that, but that is what some of these YouTubers are saying. Let me know what you guys think about all these stories, and I'll see you guys in the next video.